Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Captain of Industries coming at you. I took a little bit of a time. That was a really weird sentence. Let's try that again. I took a little time to take a bit of a more focused lens against our first season playthrough. And we're at about the same level technologically. I checked. So this is episode like 16 or 17 or something. Let me check. Let me check real quick. I think this is okay. This is 19 actually. This recording right here is episode 19. So I checked it against 18 because I thought that's where we were, and then 18, 16, 17. Not necessarily in that order, but I saw that we're about at the same spot technologically. On episode 18, we were researching naphtha. Actually, 16, we were researching naphtha. And we've already got naphtha done and done. So we're at about, I didn't attack the tech tree the same way, but we're at about the same level tech-wise. Now, stability-wise, I took a look, and we still had a lot of level 1 farms. Here, all of these are the irrigated farm setups. I believe we also had a much better job on foodstuffs this go around, so that's really cool. The unfortunate thing is my previous save is completely incompatible with this build. What I actually attempted to do was take the save file, and I do this with, well, you can do this with like any game, or really like main application is, if you've got an application or something like for an enterprise, that's like 5-6 years old, you most likely can't just jump 6 years of updates and call it done. You have to do incremental updates. So I tried to do the same thing here, no soap. So that's why fresh season, fresh everything. But I was hoping to like go back and be like, oh yeah, show for the people how we did things. You know, what's what or whatever. So yeah, this setup was already, we've done this for a while. That's not a big deal. It's the big bust though is what I'm really happy about. So this is dope. We have so much Unity, 2.25 Unity. Would vehicle fuel saver make sense? We need a second level captain's whatever. How much is that? Pound for pound. Nope, that's for that. It's a bunch of workers, that's the problem. Okay, it's a bunch of workers. Let's see, we're still at 6 megawatts of power here, not including diesel. Part of me wants to duplicate this process, so it's what, 2, 4... Oh, 4 workers? That can't be right. That seems a little more like it's 6 and 6, so that's 12 for 16 workers for our entire power plant. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. We still have plenty of water in this. That's maxed out. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to prioritize this. No available place to dump products. What are you trying to dump? Dirt. Okay, that makes sense. We've made all the bricks we possibly can. I think I'm ready to cash this out. So how ancient philosophers often ask how do, contemplating the creation of the universe and all that bric-a-brac. How do? Would that be kind of funny? Like not even phrased in a sophisticated manner, just And so I think to myself, how do? This space I wouldn't mind to save for a little bit of other stuff, but for right now... Yeah, I think I'm done with bricks. No, don't delete that. No. We'll change over to bricks eventually once we work down some of these slabs, actually. Nope, I can't change it while it's full. That's fine. You are going to be dirt. And this is going to look like... Oh, whoops. I meant that to go the other way. It's fine. On, off, dirt. It doesn't have to be kept full. Okay. And delete all of this. All of this. I'm removing all the control towers, then we'll reassign everything else. You also had a lot of control towers. This will be a really nice walkthrough to see where all the control towers are. So here's iron. You're going to add to that. You're missing something, though. Oh, I don't have an iron basin, so to speak. Okay, yep, that's why it's only 3. So 1, 2, 3. 3? No. We're missing coal. There we are. And 4. There we are. Okay. What's your problem? You can't get back there. Yep, that sucks. That sucks, my Doge. That means this goes away, and this goes away, and that goes away, and that goes away. Bricks are very intended, based on their placement in the tech tree and their purpose, for level 1 construction materials. That's obvious. What isn't super, well, it is kind of obvious, is they don't have a lot of work after that. Once you use them, and once you've moved on to other tech, like the concrete slabs are a bit more sustainable. But right now, I do want to keep this dirt for other projects. I do want to try out our farming test. Now, let's take a look at dirt and see what other products we use it for. I don't think there's anything else. Gravel plus compost equals dirt. Okay, this is the only thing we ever use dirt for. So having a ton of it on hand is nice. Probably not necessary at all, but it's nice. Okay, where are you going? Where are you guys going? You're dumping. Okay. Boop. No more dumping. And we're gonna shut you off. Cool. That frees up actually a lot of space. The rain catchers are a really cute catch-all. See what I did there? But realistically, I need the space. Also, I wouldn't mind filling this back in. I think I was really desperate for dirt at a time. And as it stands right now, I don't really want to be farting around with this. Just gonna... There you go. Have fun with any of that. Yeah, that was in a more desperate time when dirt was a no, I was gonna say primary, but that's not the right word. When it was premium? Yeah, it was a premium. I still don't have workers. Did I not build another? Oh, right. We're waiting on building a new thing. Sure. And sure. This is kind of one of the things that's really nice about recording, about creating stuff and releasing it later on YouTube or whatever, is that it's very much to my schedule. If I don't have the time or I don't feel like it, I can just not feel like it. It's not a problem. It works out pretty well. It allows me to really control a situation. Now, what I prefer to do is streaming, where I'm playing for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours at a time, because that's really, really great for my train of thought. Yeah. My train of thought really... I wouldn't say like blossoms or anything, but I can maintain longer projects. The starting and stopping isn't terrible, but it's not really great either. Just unload all that. So anyway, it's been actually a while. I'll just say a while since the last episode, but you're gonna see it next day or day after or whatever. So yeah, when it really comes down to it, certain projects might be a little misleading to me, or I might be a little easily confused because I'm not really too sure what I was working on. But then I come back, it's like, oh yeah. Right. Was our crude 17%? Yeah. That'll last us through this episode and maybe one more. Pretty easily. So I was talking about power usage because one of the things we could do, and we talked about this a little bit last episode, I think, was upgrading our assembly machines. So let's go ahead and get into the planning mode again. I would like to get to assembly electric level 1 on everything. I believe that's literally just 2 of these stack for stack, right? So it's 50% more workers. It's some amount of energy, which is unfortunate, but whatever. But it's double production, half the footprint. So I could save 2 workers every upgrade. Now, if we go to the next level up, it stacks very similarly. I think we already did the math on this, but I kind of want to do it again. So this is 8 workers. It'll produce 4 every 10. This is producing 4 every 40. We have 4 of them, so the math checks out there. It's only twice as many workers, but it's 4 times the effect. Now, this isn't bad. Like, we're trimming a couple workers here and there. That electricity is a little heavy, but that's what I wanted to talk about. You can distribute and stuff now. We're gonna be whacking through this pretty quick. Sorry about that. Had an itchy nose real bad. Wanted to take care of that. Are there any other places really that we could save on workers? And the answer might be not really. We do have duplicates of these smelting arrays. That was 32 workers right there. I could turn on 2 labs. Yeah, cool. Ship engine 25. Awesome. There's that. Ship engine is going to give us more distance, right? Bigger fuel tank, more crew requirement. No increase to our battle score. But this will burn through some materials. 200 mechanical parts. Wow. Do I have that much on hand? Kind of. I kind of do. Yeah, even though our other smelting process to the left doesn't have a ton of copper in it, we're actually doing pretty good on copper. I have exactly 0 workers. Ugh. It's a weird feeling. I don't have any spare excavators, do I? I don't think I do. 2 are already assigned to this, okay. So, nope, not really. Yeah, this is a long-term project. Is everything going to get flattened before we call this a season? No, not at all. I'll probably keep playing it. Like, what happens is I do a recording, and I set up the thing, and we do our planning, and I'm like, okay, what does everything look like? Right? What does everything look like? What do we call the end of the game? How far do we get? What goals are we trying to accomplish? Blah blah blah. And we do that. And then I'm like, okay, that's fair. That gives everyone a fair idea on how to play the game if this is your first time seeing it, or how I do things, or whatever. So that works out really well. And then like I'll just keep playing it like on the side or whatever. Like I don't just not pick up the game anymore. I still play. Oh yeah. I still pick up my very first Factorio world. I pick that up once in a while too. Do a little cleanup, change some routes, do some fixing. Now that I'm a little wiser, I like to think. Lots of things can be done about that. Don't deliver to here. Oh, looks like everything's replanted already. Yep, and we've got a fair excess left. That's great. Awesome. Anything I want to spend lumber on? I mean, not really. What I could do, if I'm really desperate for workers, we can shut all that off. That nets us 17, which allows me to turn on another lab, with 1 worker remaining. We're burning through the bricks right now here. Once all the bricks are done, we'll switch back to concrete slabs. And then I'll just have it set a warning when we're getting too low. And then I'll go ahead and I'll just buy a ton of slabs. And that'll keep that flowing a little bit. I'm actually going to scrap this thing. The beacon is cute, but right now for volume, it doesn't provide nearly enough stuff for me to do what I want to do. Didn't we just upgrade the engine? Oh, the crew jumped off. Yeah. That makes sense. Or the crew was already jumped off, and that's how I got the workers in the first place. That probably makes more sense. Okay, where are we at for tech? Ship engines, ship weapons. I wish I could see a very simple list of what's next. I know the numbers here. Okay, housing level 3. And then we go to somewhere else. Housing level 3, greenhouse, exhaust filtration, plastic, incinerator plant, thermal storage. Okay, yep. More stuff that we'll need, but nothing I need right now. None of that stuff is required. How many workers did I need for the location? Nope. Nope, still nope. Right, 36. Which I should probably get that going soonish. How close are we here? Terrain is too high, of course. Low diesel, of course. We're about to be low crude oil, too. Let's take one more look. Any more oil reserves? There's that almost has nothing left. I really think that was it, just the 2 oil spots. We were actually prepared to transform our petrochemical society system when we ran out of our first oil reserves. So I still think we're in a good place. This coffee needs more coffee in it. Man, I'm firing on like 2 cylinders right now. It's not great. It's not great. Okay, that is going to take all that. Once this fills in, we'll expand out even further. And then, yeah. Truck cannot reach destination. My lad, where are you trying to go? I'll see you all the way up there. Whee! These excavators get into all kinds of shenanigans. Just all kinds. Alright, we were at 17 before, we're at 14 now. Yeah, so this, and maybe one more episode we're gonna get scuffed. So this is 45 workers. Each of our laboratories are 16 workers. So we have some workers around to do stuff with. Yeah, that's going to take a while for that to excavate. Okay, and we have tons of dirt. That, again, unnecessary, but I'd like to try a couple of things out with it. Oh, no, I just wanted the thing to go away. Alright. Dig down a bit more, clear that out. Or realistically, it's just push into the mountain. It's got a little more to go. But yeah, it's gonna be like this. That'll very much keep everyone busy. Cannot store all corn after harvest. I don't want to be notified. What I do want to happen is this. Why is this not happening? Oh, I don't have corn set up. We don't anaerobically digest corn. What do we do with corn? Do we just pop it into ethanol? Corn. Corn turns into a corn mash. Corn mash with oxygen turns into ethanol. Ethanol turns into fuel gas? Ethanol can just be a power source right there, or ethanol with cooking oil turns to diesel. So, okay, let's make corn mash. Corn and water makes corn mash and animal feed. Another... Oh, or we could just go straight animal feed. I've been burning animal feed. What do I want to do with this? Animal feed would be good for chickens, which we don't have chickens yet. We don't have chickens. We don't have any of the tech for chickens. So realistically, it's whatever I want to do with it. Let's turn it into ethanol or corn mash. So corn and water makes corn mash. Oh, in a what? I wasn't paying attention. In a mill. Oh, clicking it just grabs it. Oh, that's neat. I'm gonna assume it's a fluid. Is that a fair guess? Ah, okay. That's exactly what it was. Where does the water connect? That's what I wanted to figure out first. That's what I needed to know. Can I grab... I love how that works. That is some sort of disgusting poetry in motion that just... it makes sense. You're gonna do that. But... there's like nothing I can deactivate, right? Oh, high amount of copper scrap. Awesome. Ship weapons level 2. Awesome. Battle score went from 210 to 430. Man, that is just all the steel. How's this thing staying afloat? I mean, rules of buoyancy aside. Let's pause that. Pick all of that back on. Oh, I missed one. There we go. How much more scrap do we have? Yeah, we've very much conquered our scrap issues. Now the thing is, once we're all through all this scrap, and we're getting there, We only have 3 more containers full of the stuff. That's when I need to really get the metallurgy going back on. So in order of operations, we're going to clear this out. It's just going to take a bit longer for that to... Yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer. I might get another... Do a little bit of this action. There we are. Get that going on. Yeah, just really get us so we can get another settlement here, because that settlement, most of it's going to be oil workers. It's not a bad thing. It's where we're at. I'm not at a point in the game technologically that I can use other materials to subsequently remove our diesel needs. Okay, let's walk through that again. Corn mash plus what? Oh, I don't know the tech yet. Oh, no, here it is. Corn mash plus oxygen equals ethanol and carbon dioxide. Ethanol with canola oil, cooking oil, makes diesel. Is there anything else I can use ethanol for? Oh, rubber. With sulfur. How do we make sulfur? I think we had a sour water stripper or something. Yeah, it's also how we can make ammonia. Ammonia is... Oh, ammonia can be actually broken down into hydrogen via an electrolyzer. I think the... Oh, yeah, wasn't the electrolyzer ridiculous in... This costs like 900 kilowatts. Yeah, that's why we're not doing that. We're not at a point of gratuitous levels of energy that I can just whiz away and just be like, yep, we're good, we got it, we're done. We're not there yet. We are not there yet at all. Let's take a look. How's our crude? 12%? Yeah, my approximation was probably spot on. We're going to finish this episode, and then another one, and then we'll be out of oil. How are we doing on them trucks? We just burnt through all of that copper scrap. Yeah, copper's definitely an industry I need to double up on. But that recycling plant was perfectly timed, I feel. What are you missing? Steel? Oh, we just did a bunch of ship upgrades. That kinda makes sense. It doesn't even kinda make sense, it definitely makes sense. Oh, this is actually still waiting on steel. Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit of time where nothing's really happening there. We're almost to the point of everything being dumped out. 2 trucks just thinking about things. We could start planning stuff out, so let's go into planner mode. Let's talk about our petrochem. I honestly right now recognize I've got a little time to kill waiting for the earth to be moved. So let's do that. I'm going to want to build this doubled than what we already had. But I'm not going to build it all out. We're going to do exactly what we did last time. So here's this. Here's this. This is distillation stage 1. It produces 16 medium oil, which goes exactly into distillation stage 2. I'm going to give a little bit of space here. Not a crazy amount, but enough for it to be good. Okay. I'm not going to actually store medium oil. It's going to go right into the next phase of the distillation process. There's no point in me to preserve it. I like a space of 3. That looks good. Okay, actually, change of plan. Boop. Okay, 16 medium every 20. 12 diesel every 20. So we're going to set up a fluid storage level 3. Over here is where I want the trucks to be able to pick stuff up. So right there is diesel. Let's actually just double this right now. Space of 3. Space of 4. Space of 4 looks pretty good. This can be a level 1 pipe. I'm really hoping this is building... Yeah, it's definitely building level 1s because of what it requires to make. I do need a fair amount of steam. We also have sour water, which I will need to get rid of. And we're going to push this back a little bit more if I possibly can before we get started. I want a pipe to come from here, to go up, to there. We're done. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's trim some of that. Realistically, there's our barrier. Something like that looks like our barrier. Yep, I think that's good. Housing level 3. Hot dang. Hot diggity. Okay, what do you take? Oh, wow. A fair amount of glass. The other two components I almost don't care about. It's the glass that's kind of a kicker. Let's see. Household goods. What does that need? It's steel and wood and a dishwasher or something. Oh, I don't know how to do it yet. Boo. Okay, back to planning. Distillation stage level 3 is going to take light oil and turn it into naphtha. Is there anything else I can use light oil for? I could use it as fuel. Otherwise, it's naphtha. Now, naphtha can also be used as fuel, right? Consumption... Yes, it can also be used as high steam. It's equivalent to light oil. And we get a little bit of fuel gas out of... Or... Hold on. Fuel gas out of it. Okay, cool. So, there's diesel. This is going to be... Oh, actually, fuel gas is going to get transmogrified a little bit more. Transmogrified's not the right word. I've just been playing a little bit of Disgaea lately, and the original. So it's called the transmogrification. I know, crazy, right? Diesel in its final form will not be changed into other subsequent products. And I immediately take that back. Well, I can use corn hash to make rubber? That's not right. Well, I can use naphtha and sulfur to make rubber, which is an ideal process. The thing I was trying to say is, I don't think after I make diesel, I'll be turning it into anything else. So let's go all the way. We're going to build this up. I feel it's going to save me a boatload of headaches later. Pun kind of intended. Okay, there's that. So there's diesel done and done. How much steam do I need? 4 every 20, 5, 6, 7, 8 every 20? I think we make 8 every 10. It's going to be a fairly straightforward process, which I do appreciate. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Alright. So does that take care of all of the light oil? Produces 4 light oil, consumes 4 light oil, yep. Perfect. Now, what we need to do is we need to make sure we take care of any surpluses. So we're going to do a very similar system that we had way, way, way over here. Let's just close this down and walk it through just a little bit. So this was a distillation stage level 1, or stage 1 or whatever, which made heavy oil and medium oil. Medium turns right to diesel and light oil. We are storing light oil and heavy oil, but in order to get rid of any excess, because I don't want to store a bunch of this crap, we are actually using it as an alternative fuel source right here as steam producers. Now, actually, this has been off forever. This has not turned on. Do I need to turn this on? Maybe? I mean, there's steam in the system. I don't know if I need to even turn it on, but I haven't turned it on in ages, so I don't think I'm going to. These require so little of any amount of effort or any amount of item that there it is. And actually, we're probably going to start seeing some excess be kicked out of this pipe. Yeah, there you go. So there is a bunch of waste with this system. I didn't do any math. This was, hey, I need XYZ. There you go. We got it. That's the only thing that happened. I betcha... Yeah, I'm a betcha that slowed down because steel was an issue. We did just upgrade all the guns on our ship, which is awesome. Battle score is what? 430. Oh, man. That crew cost. Ouch. Okay, anyway, we're going to do a very similar thing here. I'm looking for an easy run, so we're not going to do a whole boatload of math, right? That's kind of the deal behind it. There we go. So, if we're going to burn off the excess, we're going to burn off the excess, and that's just going to be it. Honestly, not going to overthink anything. Alright, there's that. Distillation stage level 3. Naphtha and fuel gas. Both of these things can be burned, right? As fuel. Fuel gas. I'll need oxygen for fuel gas. To which case, this would actually be perfect if I could couple the nitrogen and the oxygen from our... Oh, no, never mind. We're using oxygen for steel creation, too. I thought we were using nitrogen. Right? That's the other byproduct of this. The air condenser? Nitrogen. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, we're storing up the nitrogen and then just letting it out in the air. Anyway, back to this. So, naphtha and fuel gas. These are two products I would like to mess with a little bit. So, naphtha goes there. Fuel gas goes there. And I'm using these big ones because we can upgrade these big ones to even bigger ones. Cannot store all vegetables after harvest. Really? Keep full. We just have too much. Where was it? There it was, okay. That looks like that. That looks like that. What was I doing? Right. Right. Oh, man, I need, like, 5 Red Bulls worth of energy right now. That would be amazing. Unit storage has a high supply of vegetables. Yeah, you don't say. You don't say. Okay, so naphtha fuel gas, that's that. Naphtha fuel gas, diesel, light. Heavy oil is the one thing I don't have taken care of at the moment. Oil refining. We can crack we can crack heavy... I guess it's not crafting anymore. This is a fusion. We can fuse heavy oil and hydrogen into diesel, which would be awesome. Hydrogen reformer is fuel gas. Gets us hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Let's walk through how this would work, right? So I have 2 heavy. That's hydrogen. Oh, it is called a cracking unit, right? Okay. So for every... Let's see, this will be 4 heavy every 20. 14 every 20. So now the question is, are we going to produce enough fuel gas to make this work? So 2 fuel gas. 6 is 12. That works on the money, pretty much. Fuel gas is nice, but it's not something I can use a lot of. Diesel is always going to be what our vehicles use. This game doesn't transform anything to electrically driven vehicles, or nuclear fusion vehicles, or antimatter power, biscuit, rifle, laser, train, mountain, engine, trucks. Just a lot of words right there. So diesel is king. Diesel runs everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this out a little bit. I don't want this to be all the way back here because I want to manipulate it a bit, and I want to clutter this with as little belts and pipes and crap as possible. So, okay, this actually maths out pretty freaking well. So I'm going to snag a leg both of these. The naphtha I haven't really decided what to do with yet. However, the fuel gas I have. So let's see here. 6 and 6, 20, 12. This is actually perfect. I can just evap the rest of the fuel gas if I want. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to come right here. You're going to be the fuel gas. You're going to be the naphtha. And then we'll go from there. I think that makes the most sense. So all the way up, if you please. Then right down. Hello? What's going on here? There we are. Buddy, if you're confused, I'm also confused, okay? And we're actually gonna go... Oh, we'll go over? Oh, I wish it went under. That's okay. So this is our storage of naphtha and fuel gas. From this, we'll draw from whatever else. And then what we can do is... Oh, actually, I should have put the separators beforehand. Okay, my bad. It's important to understand the order of operations. So here's our pipe balancer. I'm going to place one here, and I'm going to place one here. From this is going to be a smokestack. No, a flare? A flare. Which is going to add quite a bit of pollution. But we can track that later. What I want to ensure is that we don't overflow anything. That's really the gotcha here. Greenhouse was more productive, but requires more water, kind of a thing. How we at? 7%. Okay. Well, how much time? We got another 10 minutes. Okay, it won't last us to the end of next episode, but that's okay. Okay, now we do this. And I don't think I'm super worried about stuff going above or beyond or whatever. I think it was a little more important when I was trying to do some initial planning, but for this, I don't think I really care. There we go. This is your priority out. The burner will only be used when it is absolutely necessary. But again, this is going to take care of all of the late game or mid game or whatever we were having last time when it was like, oh no, I'm keep getting all these notifications and I don't want to waste anything. Yeah, it's valiant and all, but We're taking sanity damage as that's happening, so let's not do that. There you are. A new challenger has entered the field. Once this is full, we're gonna shut all that down. Oh, shut that down. How many workers do I have? 39? I want that to be far more cleared. Yeah, I can't help you, man. We'll handle that later. For right now, other stuff. What can I do with carbon dioxide? I don't think I could do anything with it yet. Later on, I can turn it into graphite, I think. Yeah, graphite, and that's going to be awesome. Oh, I'm not going to get the gas injection pump for ages. Yeah, not for ages. Okay, so the only thing I can do is release it in the atmosphere, which really sucks. But it is what it is. We'll eventually recompense for our sins against the environment, but for now, I'm sorry. Let's move you over a little more in case you want to add another container. Okay, I'm doing this right? Yes, fuel gas. Fuel gas comes here with steam. This is how we get hydrogen, which is going to need its own container. And carbon dioxide, we're simply going to just smokestack away. Boop. Hydrogen is a liquid. No, helium? What is this? Hydrogen, yeah. I'm getting hydrogen and nitrogen confused for no reason. That's probably a good signal that I need a nap. Yeah, I think we need hydrogen for a bunch of crap. So there's that. So that perfectly covers the fuel gas. Exhaust filtration. Oh, what does that do? Exhaust filtration. Exhaust scrubber. Takes exhaust and water to make sulfur, carbon dioxide, and low steam. We could build a power plant off of low steam. Ooh. All of these things are going to require steam high, and the energy in the steam is consumed throughout the process. Oh, that sounds cool, though. Exhaust. Let's take a look at what the exhaust recipe looks like. Oh, our blast furnaces? Yeah, man. All these boilers? All the boilers? Hold on. Do all boilers just kick out exhaust? They do. How much do I need for this? 30. Okay, it's not enough to be in addition to the power plant. I'm only maybe producing 6 exhaust every... Yeah, I need that for every 10 right there. So that means I need 30 exhaust. So I need way more exhaust. 6 or 8, 6 or 8, 6 or 8. Even if it's 8, that's 8, 16, 24. That's not 30. And again, 6 or 8 there. You're releasing crap into the sky, but that's nothing I can really use. So this is another good example where a bus makes sense. I could take all of the components that are being produced, in this case it's exhaust. I could pipe that all the way around to one place, and that makes for another power generator. You're also doing exhaust. So what we do is we would force everything using the pipe priorities into a power generator thing. Yeah, we would just say prioritize this way, and then anything excess, we would just kick out here. We wouldn't call that a priority. Same way we're handling everything else with all of the fuel stuffs. Yeah. Yeah, this is looking really good. How close to danger are we? 6%. Soon. Soon it will happen. And I'll be very sad about it, but that's okay. It's part of a developing colony, right? Eventually get all that. Yep, okay. Good stuff. Yeah, back to this. Well, I've got the thoughts that are fresh. So right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 every 20. I believe with a boiler we can produce 8 every 20. Or every 10, sorry. 8 every 10. And then based on the gas burning type, we have some exhaust. Where other do we have any real exhaust anywhere else? Freaking no. Man. That sucks. Yeah, alright. This cracking unit is going to take the heavy oil that's going to come off of our distillation stage 1. We're producing how much? We're producing 4 heavy oil every 20, which is exactly perfect with this, and this is where the hydrogen comes from. We could make diesel or naphtha. I think diesel makes the most sense. I already have naphtha somewhere around here doing somewhere other things. I think I was going to use it for rubber. Oh, I got a red message and then it disappeared. Nice. Naphtha can also be turned into diesel with hydrogen. Or fuel gas. Or fuel source. This is turning into the end of if you love something, set it on fire. Or your shoes. Or your couch. Or your house. You know, it's turning into that whole thing. Anyway. This is going to be an excellent use for the heavy oil. We'll turn it into diesel with the hydrogen. And that's honestly going to be it. So we're going to have a lot more diesel than we had before. We're not only just doubling baseline production, but we're actually going to be turning the light into naphtha, the naphtha into rubber, the heavy into diesel with hydrogen. And then hopefully I can get this whole thing to be self-sufficient power-wise. That would be really cool. Maybe some exhaust scrubbers or something, but we'll figure it out. Either way, whew, I know it's really hard to see, but yeah, that's a good shot right there, yeah. Our little ghost shanty that we haven't really built yet. But yeah, thanks for joining me. My name's JohnMegacycle. Another episode of Captain of Industry is in the books. Yeah, thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.